Hey there, everyone, and welcome to Pop Culture After Dark Season 4. Vonnie, we're back.
Hey, I am so excited.
Golly, it has been a while. So we ended Season 3. We were just like, we ghosted y'all. We were like, you know what? These celebrities were too fucking much for us. We had like stress going on in our own lives. I was like, I can't deal with these fucking Meghan Markles and the UKans and all their bullshit. I got my own, so I needed a break. But we're back and we are ready to dish. But Vonnie, today's a special episode because next week on Tuesday, your podcast Bitches Who Brunch premieres the fourth season as well. All right, I'm the producer. I should know that. And we're very excited because this season is going to be the season on Pop Culture After Dark where we invite guests, and our very first guest for this season is going to be your co-host Marlene from Bitches Who Brunch. So Marlene, welcome to Pop Culture After Dark.
What's up, everybody?
So Vonnie, before we get into all the celebrity juicy gossip that everybody's here for, really quick in a nutshell, for our listeners that may not know Vonnie, what are some things that y'all have in store, or what is Bitches Who Brunch about? Like, let's say I've never listened to Bitches Who Brunch. What is it about? Tell me on it.
So, Bitches Who Brunch is an amazing podcast where we do all things girl locker room talk. That's what it is. And it's going to be everything. We dish on everything: relationships, sex, life, daily life, all it is. A lot of our listeners use it, and they use it as like our male listeners like to use it as a guide to help them with their girls and their wives and all that good stuff. Our female listeners just like to hear it, to know, like, damn, I go through that too. So I was thinking it, but they said it. So the next season coming up, we are going to just dive a little bit deeper into some more like non-traditional things that we haven't talked about yet on some of the past seasons, but that we still dish out when we are brunching or we are having our little girl talk sessions, shit that's in the group chat. We're going to dive deep. We're going to get deep and dirty and some raunchy, because of course we got to keep our roots there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely going to be a place to just come listen, like just let it all out. We're gonna have some good guests this season too. We're gonna change up some things. We're gonna have some live shows. We're gonna have some recorded shows. There's just gonna be a lot. We got some merch coming during this season sometime in the next few months, so that's another thing we are very excited about.
Yeah, so Marlene, before we get going, your last season, season 3 of Bitches Brunch was your first season as a podcast host. What is one thing that you learned from podcasting, and like you were like, damn, like maybe this shit ain't that easy? Like, for listeners out there, what is one thing that you learned?
Definitely staying on like the topic task, like the task at hand. I go off on like random and I don't even realize it. And Vonnie is so good at like just reeling me back in, or like reeling the guests back in. And we're like, oh yeah, we were actually talking about a particular topic and we're like 10 steps ahead of that. Just like mic like etiquette,
Mm-hmm.
talking etiquette, just very like, oh wow, I didn't even realize I said that. Like that was just maybe a little
Yeah, so
uh-oh
my
moment.
my favorite thing is when Lane's like, just edit that
Just
out, and
edit
we're
it
like,
out.
Bitches Who Brunch is live, y'all. Bitches Brunch doesn't get recorded like we do in Pop Culture After Dark. And Marlene, during the live shows, like, we could just edit that out. I'm like, no.
No. That's what I was gonna say. That's my favorite thing when she says that.
But
Like
Marlene,
that, you know what I mean?
we're excited. We're very excited to have you on Pop Culture After Dark Season 4 premiere.
Too.
For our listeners out there, today's episode, we are going to be talking about Joe Jonas, Kanye West, Tom Brady, Bradley Cooper, Beyonce, and just a shit ton of celebrities who were at her birthday show last night. Woody Allen, Jack Osbourne, Miley Cyrus, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Doja Cat, and Blueface, the rapper who I learned about 5 minutes ago when we started recording this 4.5 minutes ago. So 5 minutes ago, I learned who that is. So we're going to kick it off with, I gave these girls some homework, okay? Like, Vonnie and I are co-hosts, but I'm the moderator of Pop Culture After Dark, and I had to give these girls some homework last week. I said, ooh, y'all, the girls are coming with the music right now. So Doja Cat has released 3 singles that's coming to kind of promote her new album Scarlet that comes out this fall, and I get to see her in tour in November. And then Nicki Minaj recently, just this past week, released her newest single, The Last Time I Saw You. I want to talk about Doja Cat first. What are y'all's takes on Doja Cat? She's had 3 singles. It was called Attention, Paint the Town Red, and Demons. Do we have a favorite? Which I think I know which one's Vonnie's favorite because she already used it on Instagram stories and shit. So, what are y'all's thoughts on Doja's new music?
So Paint the Town Red for me, that's my shit. Like, yes, queen. I love that she is in this villain era that she's living in. Her music, it's a little different than when Attention. So when Attention came out, I was like, maybe I'm not gonna like this new album that much because there's like maybe one bar in Attention that I like and that I would like, and that's that. Hey, look at me, you're looking like that's the
Yeah.
only part of that song that I like. But the other 2 songs for me were good. Paint the Town Red, that's my fucking anthem right now. Demons, when I heard Demons, I was like, and I need a red room and I need a boudoir shot as quick as possible. That's I'm here for it. I can't wait. I was looking at some of the songs on the album or whatever, and man, that's a good list. I can't
Yeah.
wait to hear some of the other songs.
I'm definitely excited to hear her album. I really wasn't like necessarily a Doja Cat like fan, but after hearing these last 3 songs, I feel like it can be, I guess, portrayed as a little dark. She is kind of like teetering the line of like, you know, dark, like Vonnie said, villain. She's really like popping her shit. She's unapologetic about it. And basically like listening to like the lyrics, she's like, man, like, you know, bad press is like great press, and basically like being a villain is way better for my bank account. So I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna own
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna push the envelope with it.
So
I
I've been like a casual Doja Cat fan. I've never been a hardcore I
Mm.
love her. Although her last album, Planet Her, I listened to on repeat. Right?
Mhm.
Them M ain't shit, like the men ain't shit. Like, you know, that song was my song. Well, Doja Cat, I would say Attention, I agree, Bonnie. Attention, when I heard that, I was like, okay. Like my favorite bar in that, she was like, my bald head match my, you know, like she said, now my bald head match my. I said, oh, girl,
Oh,
we all know what your kitty cat looks like now.
oh,
period. Period.
Period.
And she's like, I got good dick all in my kid, whatever. Like,
I put good dick all up in my kidneys. I said,
period.
oh, okay, girl. Okay. Well, I liked her little bars, but I think that it was. I also liked how there was a lot of controversy leading up to any of her singles because she was like going on tirades against what people would call her fans. But the whole thing is, and she says it in one of the songs, is like, real fans are not crazy. It's you fake fans that I hate, or some shit like around those lines.
And
And
fast
I
forward,
appreciate that.
I feel like celebrities do get a lot of like fake love and like a lot of hate, real hate.
yeah. Oh
So
yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
she's definitely gunning for those like fake fans.
Well, and leading up to this, like Abel was saying, she was on TikTok, going on TikTok live and just lighting those people up. Like, I mean, they were in there talking shit to her too.
Yeah,
So you could tell like she was a mix of fans and haters and this and that, and
yeah,
just talking about how she's kind of going off her rocker right now and everything. But if you think about it, it's a very good strategy
it
to
is.
have because it makes them like it gets her name out there. Like all press is good press. Like it doesn't matter. So if you
True.
got all these people out there thinking you're off your rocker, and then here comes your new song, they're gonna want to hear it. They're
Yep.
gonna want to listen to it. And like Abel was saying, like you know me either. I never was like, oh Doja, like and this and that. Now that one song, Need to Know, that was on repeat on my.
Oh
That is still
yes,
on
girl.
repeat. That is
Yes.
still on repeat on my shit.
That whole album, I love her album, that Planet Her. That's when I became a big like a fan of hers. Like I could be
Hmm.
like, okay, I like Doja Cat.
Love it.
And then the one with You Right with The Weekend, oof,
You right.
oof, that one.
Oh, I got a man, but I want you.
No,
Okay,
and
girl.
then Abel really would like we would go on road trips and Ain't Shit would be the
Okay, we're gonna move on now.
And next topic.
We're gonna move on now. We're gonna move
first
on.
song on
Okay.
the playlist.
All right, y'all. Late nights over there down Rodfield Road. So now we're going to move on and talk about someone who Doja Cat's really talked about, who she admires, who she has a lot of love for, Nicki Minaj. Doja Cat it's no secret that Doja Cat is inspired by Nicki Minaj. Her flow type is a little bit Nicki, and
Mhm.
she's come out and said it in one of her other songs in her album. She's like, "Thank you, Nicki, I love
Yeah.
you."
She even
Like,
gave like tribute to her in the Attention.
yeah, and she said something about Nicki and Attention.
Like, of course,
Well,
they
Nick,
compare me to the hottest, like giving
yeah,
Nicki Minaj that credit. And I
okay,
love that
but
'cause I feel like Nicki was like the original villain. She's always been like, oh, who's the bad guy, you know? So Doja's kind of like taking over that reign, I suppose, in a way.
so now we're going to talk about Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj has released a new song called "Last Time I Saw You," which is going to be coming out, and it's a single from her Pink Friday sequel that's coming out. Um, um, what the
Yeah, that's
fuck
how
Very,
I
was
felt
that?
about the song. That's how I
What
felt
the
yeah.
about
fuck
the
was
song.
that?
I was like, it's very different from her usual, like, I'm like, okay, what in the
Like, that's
Ariana
what we're calling.
Gomez, like, what the hell are you
That's a comeback.
And no, it's not.
doing? Because, like,
No,
I
you made me listen to it. I put it on. It was on for all of 7.5 seconds. Don't even know if I got to the 10-second mark. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
yeah. I mean, I like the song. It's cute, but I'm just like, Nicki? Not the girl that fucking makes the best friends yes men. No. Huh?
Yeah,
Girl, where we at? Who broke your
like
heart?
this song is supposed to make me want to buy her album, which we don't buy albums anymore, really. Like, we stream them, right? Most of us
Yeah, I
stream them.
probably,
But like, am
yeah.
I gonna stream it?
Mm,
And
Girl.
I just don't like how it went from like soft Taylor Swifty
to
to
like,
then her hard rap,
like, well,
but
yeah, it was
wasn't even that hard.
very casual rap. It was almost like a casual talking.
Yeah. And then it went back to like Taylor Swifty, and I was like, at that point, I wasn't even listening to the words. I can't tell you a single word in this fucking song because
The last time,
it didn't
the
do it for
last
me.
time I saw you. That's all I
It,
know, because it's the
are
name
those
of the
words
song.
even in the song? It's a title, but are they even in the song?
I'm gonna say it, girl. That's all I know. Okay, Nicki,
We expect better.
I expect
Do better.
100% more.
Do
And
that.
you'll be surprised, because there was a Billboard.com poll that was published on Friday, September 1st. And obviously this poll is a little skewed because the barbs go hard for Nicki. But the last time I saw you won 48% of the vote, beating out New Music by Timbaland with Nelly Furtado and Justin Timberlake. I didn't even know they had a song called Keep Going Up. Doja Cat's Demons, Lil Wayne's Cat Food, and somebody called Peso Pluma.
That's what's on my, okay.
So
That one.
48% of the votes for this past week on September 1st, so Labor Day weekend, Nicki Minaj won. Do y'all think it was because it was a good song, or do y'all think it's because of the barbs?
It's the barbs. It's the barbs. It has to be. There's no fucking way that song beat out Demons. Demons a million times better than that song.
Well, just like the controversy, but I feel like there's a big controversy behind Demons too. So
No,
like,
I don't give me the controversy then. But if we're talking about just the music, there's no fucking way. That song.
The music was better. The lead up to Demons was better. So like the rollout of Demons was better. People were talking about Demons before Demons was out, and then I liked it because I liked it even more after listening to Paint the Town Red. Again, if you pay attention, she mentions the word demons a few times in Paint the Town Red, and then for her to release Demons right after, I'm like, that bitch is fucking smart. She's planting seeds Taylor Swift level.
Yep.
very artistic.
Like, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And Nicki Minaj should be embarrassed with the rollout of her song. And then they wrote the cover for the Pink Friday. I said, who's that? And my boyfriend said, that's Nicki Minaj. I said, that ain't Nicki Minaj. Ain't nobody. I love a good Photoshop. I love a good blending of the Photoshop. That is not Nicki Minaj on the cover. I said, that's a whole lie, y'all.
Yeah. It's not for me. It's a no for me. It's a no for me.
It's a no for me. Marlene?
Yeah, I mean, it's a cute song, but for her, like, no, I expect better. I wouldn't stream the album. Like, you know what I mean?
So no.
No.
Okay, girl.
Like,
No. No. All right. Now, what song we are excited for, which I don't know about y'all, but I am super excited for the sake of the female rap power, is Nicki's. We went from someone who loved Nicki to two girls who are not on Nicki's best friends list, and that's Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm
They just
waiting.
announced
Whoa.
literally that this week, the week after Nicki released her song, they are releasing a single called Bongos. And the cover art for this,
Cardi B is like like her video message when it was like, "Hey, I got an announcement tomorrow." She was on point from head to toe.
y'all, this is the fuck I want to see. This gives me back in the day Trina vibes, back in
Mhm.
the day Little Kim in her prime
Yup.
vibes. This when I think of female rappers, that cover for Bongos, I don't even know what the song's about.
Uh-uh.
I want it. I want that song.
I want it.
I want that song. I'm gonna download the song. I want the video.
Yeah.
Vonnie, what are your thoughts on the cover and the title song, the image, how the ladies look? What are your thoughts?
Fire, straight fire, and those are my bitches right there. Cardi B, like, I think maybe the reason why I'm so hard on Nicki is because like I lost all respect for Nicki once she started flapping her gums and stuff, and how she's big about it and everything. And Cardi B came at her, and she
And through
ran
that
behind her
shoe,
bodyguard with that shoe. Like you running from a fucking shoe after you was just dropping all them okay, okay. So
Yeah,
I
Cardi
lost all
B's
respect for her, and my shit for Cardi, and I love just Cardi B because she keeps it real. She keeps it
Mhm.
100. Where she came from, where she's at now, how she made her shit, who she like, all that. So I can't wait, and I'm sorry. I like Cardi B's raps better than Nicki. Maybe that's just the ghetto in me. I don't give a shit.
I
Like
feel
she's here.
I feel
I
like
like.
Nicki's like a better lyricist, but Cardi just has more fire behind her shit. Like she just does. And the album cover is like gorgeous. The
Yes.
color schemes are
yeah.
like vibrant and popping and like it's just so like it draws you in. It draws you in.
And let's not forget Megan. Megan is the shit. Like, and Megan and Cardi together, I
Absolutely.
know she done it with both girls and stuff, but I like am here for Megan Cardi more than I am for Megan
And
Nicki.
the only thing that concerned me though is that the last time Megan and Cardi were together, they had a worldwide phenomenon with WAP.
Hmm.
So that makes me a little worried because it's like anything that they do together is going to be perceived under the lens of, is this better than or as good as WAP?
Hmm.
Mm,
Because WAP was I think cultural like reset. I think when that song came out,
it
they
shifted.
set the tone for the culture.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So I don't know. We'll see. That comes out on this. Actually, if you're listening to this podcast, which you better be, on our premiere date, Friday, September 8th. The song is out now, so make sure you go stream it. Next week, we'll definitely be giving you our thoughts on it because holy shit, the cover art, I saw it and I sent it to y'all, and I was like, these bitches are coming out with the song.
I love it. I love just all of the colors. To me, they're like unicorn mermaid colors. I
Yeah.
actually used to have my hair like that at one point.
Hmm.
So I'm living for it. The cover art, bitches are bad. Bitches
Mm.
are bad. Look at them. Like they're gorgeous. If you have not checked out the cover art, you guys go look it up right away. You got to do it. It's giving, I don't know. It's
It's
giving
giving
everything.
like sexy cotton candy
Sexy cotton
vibes.
candy.
Yes.
And you know what? If they pan a little lower, I don't know why. Like I see roller skates on them, like some cute ass fucking pink and white roller skates. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It looks. I love this. I'm here for
Yeah.
it.
They're very fun.
Uh,
They have a very fun little like personality with their album art, I feel like.
yes, definitely. So we look forward to hearing that, and let's see what that goes to. But sticking with the rap genre, now we have a story about Blueface the rapper.
Blueface Baby.
I love how he's like the rapper.
I don't
Well, he did
know.
a lot of like he did
Vonnie
a
has a lead to the story, but Marlene has been following it, so Marlene's gonna spill it the dish, all the tea. But
oh,
Vonnie, what's the tea, girl? Vonnie, start us off.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Blueface is a rapper out there in the rapping world, whatever. He used to have this show with his girlfriend at the time, Krishan Rock. Marlene, what was the name of the show?
Blues Girls Club.
There you go.
Not
Now this
not Blues
couple,
Girls Club.
Yeah.
this couple was like very, very volatile couple, fucking fighting all the time, beating each other up, blah blah blah, toxic as fuck, back and forth, whatever. So then his first baby mama, Jaden Alexis, apparently he's always been in love with her. There's like this huge shit between them. Whatever. He ended up leaving Krishan while she was pregnant, allegedly with his baby. He would say it's not his, whatever. While she was pregnant. And recently she just gave birth to their son, who she actually named after herself.
Junior.
Yep, Krishan Jr. I love that.
Junior. Period. Most famous baby on the planet right now.
I love that. Now, was he present for the birth? Absolutely not. He was out partying with Jaden Alexis. And he recently took to X, formerly Twitter, and has been issuing all these tweets and stuff, talking because people are coming for him, telling him whatever about how he should be there for his child. Mm-hmm. Even his mother has come out and, said she wanted to be there when the baby was born, even though her and Krishan have had like a very, very, very bad past. Baby is cute as fuck. Baby put his first picture out there. It's got like over 1 million views, like all this stuff. Now, the thing is, there's so much turmoil there in the middle of it. So go ahead, Marlene, tell us all about it. You have been following this since the beginning.
I mean, I've been following it for a long time. So he was like heavy with his, first baby mama, Jaden Alexis, long-term girlfriend of 10 years. But she was actually pregnant with their little girl. And Blueface was messing around with Krishan. And then, Jaden was like, hey, you know what? F this. I'm out. Go ahead. You know what I mean? So she stepped to the side. And Krishan came to be the main player. Well, Krishan ends up getting pregnant, and Blueface is just like, you know what? He does the same, like, nonsense stuff. Just gives her the ringer. Accuses her of being with all kinds of men. Puts her through a lie detector test. Literally is recording a Crazy in Love, their TV show on the Zeus Network. Season 2 during her pregnancy. But yeah, I'm excited about their child. It was a toxic relationship. I feel like, Krishan did what she had to do. And I ain't mad at her.
Girl.
Yeah. So recently, Krishan, like I said, Blueface had been on X putting all these tweets out, talking shit. One of the tweets was like, I'm not even going to cap Jaden's, but JJ is wetter. And I've never stopped effing her since my sophomore year in high school. So he was like talking all this trash. So then Krishan came out and she issued a tweet and she said, stop being bitter. We know you're dropping another song soon. I get it. So she's saying he's trying to stay relevant because he's dropping another song. Let me heal. For real. Stop trying to make something about another woman knowing you will leave her any day for me 100%. Your son will be waiting for his daddy to grow the fuck up.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, she's hurting you, but you can't be a man about it. So, and then and something about Jonathan. Who the fuck is Jonathan?
Blueface baby.
Okay.
Jonathan Porter.
She said, Jonathan, let's go head up. I don't care what you got going on. The beef is between you and I. You include the other slut for promotional reasons. I left with nothing on purpose, and you won't even be able to say it had something to do with my money. Just go heal and love your family properly. That was her response.
Not the legal name, girl.
Uh-huh.
The government name.
She threw out his government name.
She said, bet.
Uh-huh. She said, you gonna deny my baby? Krishan Malone Jr.
So she has a lot of the fan base standing really hard behind her right now. Krishan Rock does. And for the baby, telling him, hey, just be there for your kid and this and that. So not only does Blueface have a song dropping soon, but Jaden, whatever her name is, first baby mom number 1, she had a song recently just dropping everything. Because apparently she's a fucking rapper too. And blah, blah, blah. Like, I checked out some of her music. And
everybody's a rapper. Everybody's a singer.
She's a singer more than a rapper.
Well, I checked out her shit just recently, too. And I'm like,
He's trying to put her on. He writes it all. I think he's trying to put her on.
Yeah.
Because, dang, he put Krishan on and she blew up. But Krishan has a personality all on her own. She was like already like an Olympic, style athlete. Girl, she has abs 2 days after giving birth. Like, get out of here. Yeah. Girl, the bounce back is real.
So if you enjoy shit shows from the rap game, go ahead and check them all out on X, formerly Twitter. because
It's
there's all kind of beef and wars going on there.
they
Right.
literally have gotten the clout chasing game on lock. They are literally the most talked about three people on the internet. So
I'll
they
never
got it down.
forget. That reminds me of when Nicki Minaj and Cardi were going at it on Twitter in front of everybody. I was like, oh,
Celebrity.
fuck, and Cardi's putting Nicki Minaj put like a text message out, and Cardi said bet, and she released a fucking recording of the phone call.
Yeah, like me and Abel were all like, "Oh," sending it like screenshotting, sending it to each other. Like,
Uh,
look at what she said now. Like, I didn't even want to go to bed that night. I was up late reading all that shit back and
that
forth.
was a lot. Man, but now let's move on now and stay in our music corner here and talk about Miley Cyrus. She just started this thing on TikTok called like When I Was Young. I don't know. It's like a series. Oh, Used to Be Young. And on Sunday, on her like latest episode of it, she talked about, she was going through they were showing her basically some of the wildest moments of her career and craziest shit that she's done, and she's talking about like where she was in that headspace, like what made her do it. And of course I watched the ones that she was talking about, like the whole VMA performance. She was like, oh my god, like that's
That
real.
was wild.
But she talked about that her from her Bangers tour, which was one of her hit albums, right? She talked about that she actually didn't even make a penny out of it and actually lost money from that tour. So she said, quote, the Bangers tour was an investment in myself. A lot of these ideas were so outlandish that no one really wanted to support me in making these pieces. And so I had big puppets, oversized beds. I came out of my own face on my tongue. I didn't make a dime on this tour because I wanted this tour to be excellent. And when everyone kept saying, why are you doing this? You're going to do like 100 shows and you're not going to make any money. I said, there's no one I'd rather invest in than myself. So I paid for it all to make it exactly what I thought and the fans and I deserved. So I really respected her for that a lot. I was like, that for her being in her crazy era during the Bangers era, she was like wild and out, but she was business and savvy enough to know that no one's going to invest in me like me, and I'll
Yeah.
put my money in here rather than going to buy cars and a house. And
Good for
it
her.
makes me think of like Taylor Swift and Beyonce. People are talking about like how Taylor Swift's I like Taylor Swift. I mean, today I wore an Eras t-shirt, but people talking about like her tour is like the most grossing like tour or whatever, but Beyonce's tour it doesn't do as well is because not that she's not selling out stadiums, but because Beyonce puts so much money into production. Beyonce has a dancing robot
Mm.
in her concert that she paid for. And so that reminded me of Miley. Like Beyonce invests so much in her production that for Miley to do that at such a young age, I was like, man, props to Miley. Even though I didn't like Flowers, her album, like that Flowers was on. Um, Even though I didn't like that album, props to her. And I feel like because she's so business smart and savvy, she'll be around for a very long time.
Mm.
What are y'all's thoughts on that?
I completely agree. I remember when I did see that about her tour, how she didn't really make anything and stuff. I was like, dang, when I was reading that, I was like, mm. But it really makes you think about the whole business side of it all and what exactly they're getting out of their tours and everything. And I like Miley and I like, but I with you, I did not like Flowers. That was that was the only one. But other than that, I think she's gonna be around for a while. I think she's really coming into a lot of her music now. It's getting like a lot more profound, and
Mm.
we're gonna see so much growth in future albums and stuff like that. So that's one thing that I'm waiting for, and I can't. I respect her as an artist.
Yeah, she's an artist. That's the great word for her. She is an artist through and through. And like you could just kind of already tell the growth that, she's kind of gone through, but the emotion that she is able to put in her songs, she is a performer. So if you like that performance art, she is definitely that artist that's going to give you that performance. I love that about her though. I love the new song. Um, it definitely drew my attention.
Yeah, I listened to it and I was just like, wow. Like,
Yeah.
it's not something I would listen to every day, but it's like Adele. Like, I'm obsessed with Adele. I love
Yeah.
Adele, but I don't listen to her every day.
Yeah.
She's like for like when you're in that mood, and I feel
Yeah.
like Miley's going more towards that, and I appreciate that because like I can appreciate an Adele concert, and then I can appreciate a Beyonce concert. They're two totally different artists, but they're
Yeah.
both phenomenal. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's kudos to her for just recognizing that's at such a young age, in her 20s during that time. So, but I mentioned Beyonce because yesterday was Queen Bee's, the yesterday of the recording of this. So, September 4th was Queen Bee's birthday, and
Yep.
she had a show in LA, and the celebs were out, y'all. So, of course, Kelly Rowland, I think she did 3 nights in LA. Kelly Rowland, so former Destiny's Child singer, best friend, was there. Kerry Washington was there. Tyler Perry, Lizzo made an appearance.
Yep.
Jeff Bezos, the Kardashian Jenner clan,
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of things to dissect here. One thing I'm excited about is Destiny's Child's 25th anniversary is coming up, and DestinyChild.com was just registered by the record label, and it says website, and it said website coming soon. So period. 2, Lizzo is out and about. Ooh, we were off air with that Lizzo scandal.
Oh, that's right.
We were on break, y'all, with that Lizzo scandal.
Mm-hmm.
That just kind of got brushed under the rug.
No, but she's been out living her best life since then.
Because she is suing, she's countersuing the people and saying that she has all the receipts proving that they're basically making false accusations. But
if she's anything like us with receipts, I can't wait to see them.
Right.
And for her to be out with her head so held high with not giving a fuck, I'm like, that bitch has receipts.
She got receipts. She ain't worried about it.
She's promoting her Yiddy, or what is it called, that line that she has?
Yiddy with athletics.
Yiddy titty. She has that line. She shouldn't go fuck. She's promoting everything. I'm like, damn girl, okay. And then number 3, the story that Vonnie's gonna take us on. Kylie Jenner was seen with a love interest that was. They're cute together, but I was like, what? Hold up.
Wow.
Who's Kylie with? It ain't Travis.
No. So she was spotted, like they went public with a huge amount of PDA with Timothée Chalamet. Now, please, when you hear, hey, Kylie Jenner is bumping uglies with Timothée Chalamet, shut the fuck up. What did he do? Like, Timothée Chalamet?
Girl, he must have that BDE for her.
Yes, that DD. He got that DD. He got that DD, y'all. So she went public with her new boo. Now they both attended the Los Angeles show. They were seen getting really cozy, kissing and all of that. She was surrounded by her sisters, of course. Kendall, Kim, Justin Sky was there, Lori Harvey, Hailey Bieber, Adele, Zendaya, everyone was there. But this has been coming on. There's like for weeks, these rumors have been there. I remember when I first heard them, I was like, nah, that's cap. Like what? And then I saw that, I was like,
PDA, definite PDA, like snuggling. Cuties.
I saw all the angles on TikTok today.
I was like, you cannot deny that. That is your man.
He grabbed her.
That's your man.
He grabbed her like, wait till we leave here.
Period.
And you know he's hitting it. You know he's hitting it good. For her to go absolutely, but it makes you wonder: does she got something coming out soon?
Okay,
I don't know, because she
does have
didn't she sell all of her shit?
Did she?
I thought she sold Kylie Cosmetics. I thought.
Yeah, I think she did sell Kylie Cosmetics.
I don't know. Maybe something's in the works.
I don't know, like but that. I can't even hate. Chloe and Kim look fucking good.
Good. Chloe looks more snatched than Kimberly.
I said,
girl, how you get so snatched? How do you get so snatched?
Ozempic, allegedly.
Oh,
allegedly.
Dang.
because damn girl, she looked good. But you know, one person that you mentioned that was there, and I'm obsessed with this couple is Zendaya and Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with them because as there's a TikTok as Zendaya's walking and she's saying hi to people, Tom Holland's like recording all the fans and he's like recording Zendaya. He's like being her photographer.
I love it.
I love that. I love that they're so low key too. You don't really ever see much about them, and he like they explain like why and just how they like to keep it that way and everything. So I really, really love that about them.
Yeah.
But for those of you who may not know who Timothy Chalamet is, he is a actor. Most people know him from Lady Bird. Also, Dune was another
Mm-hmm.
one of his big things that a lot of people know him for. He also came out in Little Women, The King, Beautiful Boy, so Hostels and all that stuff. But I want to say like Dune is probably that was like his big like
He's like the
more
lead.
recent
He's like
thing.
the lead in that movie. You're right.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm like, I thought he was so young, but I mean,
Young love
Kylie's young too,
is
but I'm
young.
like, and then
Yeah.
also like, I'm also white boys. Okay, go girl,
It's different than her.
go girl.
It's different. I feel like it's different than who she usually would go public with. I mean, she typically does, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, I don't know, girl, but I'm kind of here for it though. It's kind
I
of
just,
it's giving.
Beautiful
She
couple
was the
vibes.
it's I would say that it's giving. She was the popular girl in school, and he's doing her homework, and they
I
fell in
love
love.
it. Yes.
Really, I feel like they have great genetics. Like both of them would be like like model child.
Mm,
Mm.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. They're like when I look at them, they're a little awkward together, in my opinion.
You
I'm just
think
like,
he's beautiful?
he's nice. He's a little bit, chiseled for me, but he's
Is
got
he?
good
I'm all like,
chemistry. He's got a
oh,
good
he
chemistry
his
face.
face. He is
His
very chiseled face. Yeah, he
yeah,
has a very good facial structure.
very good facial structure.
let's see.
Yeah,
I'm all not me looking up a picture of him shirtless.
she
Oh,
said.
oh, wait, he is
Oh, all of a
okay.
sudden, Bonnie said, "Let's talk about
Wait,
this
what
on
do them
Bitches Who."
skin trunks look
Bonnie,
like?
Bonnie said, "We're gonna talk about this on Bitches Who Brunch, episode 1."
And the fuck we are. Abso-fucking-lutely.
What's
And we will be.
oh
That
my
ain't
god,
him. That's Photoshop, girl.
is that
That has to be Photoshop. That
that
has
is
to be.
chiseled?
I don't know.
Okay, Kylie, we get it.
That is
It all
being
it,
disciplined.
it the math is starting to math, girl. We got
The
it.
math
We
is
got
mathing. Go
we got it.
Oh,
Kylie.
I see with my
Go
necklace.
Kylie.
Go
That's your
Kylie
man. That's
girl.
your man. Stick beside him.
Oh,
He got some new tattoos. Get it, girl.
All right, now I want to talk about Jack Osbourne, who is famously known as the Osbournes. You know, Ozzy Osbourne, son. Well, I don't know how y'all would feel about this, but he was recently joking with his sister Kelly and on the Osbournes podcast, and they were talking about like I guess his mom's like work, and he made a joke saying, "Well, you know, I thought you had like a 2 or 3 year like tune-up, kind of like a car." And then he adds to it, you know, every 5,000 miles, you got to go for a tune-up, mom. And he caught her out on this, and Sharon took the joke, and she said, "That's right, everybody needs it." How would you feel if your son's calling you out on a national podcast talking about, well, I kind of thought you, like, they were talking about beauty standards and things, and he's like, well, I thought you went for a tune-up every couple years.
a girl's
How
gotta
would
do what
you
a girl's
feel?
gotta do.
Vonnie, how would you feel?
I'd be like, you just wait till we get off this podcast, little motherfucker.
I'll beat your ass.
why you throwing me out there like that? Like, what's going on? But me personally, how I've had fillers, I've had Botox, I've had lip injections, cheek fillers, stuff like that. I've had a tune up, whatever. My kids, they call me on it. They think it's funny. They'll be like, oh, your mom's Botox. Like what they will tell people that I get it done. So
Man.
yeah.
That's
They're
right.
like that. I don't know. Maybe it was all in good fun, good little joke and all that stuff. But it's about time for him to start getting some too. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Oh,
He ain't no spring chicken. He
okay,
definitely don't be looking like one.
okay.
I like how Sharon said, that's right, everybody needs it.
And period. It's like a teeth cleaning.
She has no shame in her game.
She's probably, if I was her, I'd be like, I didn't put up with your dad's shit for all these years to look a hot mess. Let him look a mess and I'm gonna look right.
Period. Like, hello, my body went through a lot when I had you. You did this to me.
And dealing with Ozzy Osbourne during his heyday.
Are you kidding
Hell
me?
nah.
Are you kidding me?
Hell
I would
nah, girl.
I would have gotten my whole shit redid. Body,
Yeah,
face, everything. Wouldn't
everything.
even look
Yeah.
like me no more.
New year, new me, bitch. Every year. Every
Period.
year. New year, new me. Every
New
year.
year, new me. Exactly.
2023, new me. 2024, new me.
Yeah.
You know,
N-
I think there's like such a stigma behind like, women, getting the Botox and getting all that stuff. A lot of people like say, no, you look beautiful natural. You don't need that in your body. You don't need chemicals in your body. You don't need this. Okay, well then you don't put it in your body. This is what I want to do for me. Like I think that's what like people don't understand is like me personally, I didn't do it for anyone else. I did it for me because when I looked in the mirror, hey, maybe I didn't like that I had all those bags under my eyes. You know what I mean? I wanted to look fresh and stuff for myself. So why are you brushing your teeth every day? Because you don't want your teeth yellow, right? You're trying to be healthy and everything. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want gingivitis. So
Why
maybe
you
I
wearing
could go,
deodorant?
period. Why do you wear deodorant? Why do you put on makeup? Why do you even brush your hair? Why do you take a shower? Like you do all this stuff because that's your maintenance. That's your date. That's your maintenance. So if I want to go get Botox every 6 months, so I ain't got wrinkles here and there, wherever, and I look a little pretty, and I ain't got to put makeup on maybe one day, I'm gonna do it. Like, get off your mama's back about it, okay?
Well, dang, Vonnie, they didn't come for you.
I know,
They
Bonnie,
came for
girl.
Oh,
they
damn.
He
came
didn't,
they
girl.
came
Here
for
He
we
my
didn't,
go.
girl. They came for my girl Sharon. I feel
girl.
bad for her.
He
She
didn't
been
come for
through
you,
it.
girl. It's okay. It's
Come
okay,
on,
girl.
Sharon been through it. I feel so bad for her.
Nah, girl. We're gonna talk
Sharon.
talk about people going through it. Joe Jonas. Okay,
Oh,
this is something that I knew. I knew deep down in my soul that this relationship wasn't gonna last. That little bitch from okay, she's not a little bitch. I don't know her. Sorry. Fuck.
I don't know
Here
her.
we go. Getting
he
canceled.
lying. He
Getting
lying.
canceled. um um what's her name? Sophia Turner?
Yes, Sophia Turner.
Bitch, they're divorcing.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. So he has officially filed for the divorce. Now, he is the one that filed it, and he is the one that has been wanting this divorce for a while now. So
wow.
there have just been multiple reports saying that they're looking to cut ties with each other. Now, he is 34, she is 27. Now, he is he's requesting joint custody of their two daughters. They're saying there's not a lot of animosity or anything like that right now, but there is a little bit of tension between them, and it's just because they're having issues. They're just at a crossroad in their relationship. They're going different ways. There's the communication wasn't there. One's busy over here doing this, the other one's busy doing that. And I think that's just what happens in relationships when the communication is shit. If the communication starts going to shit, this is going to happen. Now, the fact that they just want to cut ties with each other, though, I really think there's something else there that they're not reporting. So we will just have to wait this out and
Yeah.
see how it goes.
I think from a while back, that there was an interview that Sophie did, and she was talking about this was kind of giving like signs, right? Everything's better in hindsight, but this was kind of giving signs that I'm like, y'all didn't do the proper, like, y'all didn't have the proper conversations before y'all got married or had
Hmm.
kids,
Hmm.
because she was talking about in one interview that she wanted to retire at a young age and raise kids in the UK.
Hmm.
And not the same interview, but the next day, almost like that time frame, Joe said he wants to do the band as long as he can and be
Hmm.
touring on the road as long as he can. That doesn't line up with retiring at a young age and raising kids in the UK.
No.
And so to me, that's like two celebrities, they had sex, they said, oh shit, we're pregnant, maybe we should give this a shot. and get married and give our
Oh.
relationship, or I don't know the timeline of their situation, so I don't know if they were together and then she got pregnant, so I'm not alleging any of that. I mean, who really cares? But I'm just saying, like, even if they were in a relationship and then had a kid, maybe they didn't have as rock solid of a relationship as she thought that they did.
Mm.
You know, like Joe Jonas, he's not a rock star, but he's like this day and age's rock star. Like, they've been around for generations.
I'm sorry, I just never got into the Jonas Brothers. Like, I degaff. I don't give a whole about the Jonas. But he's, you know, I don't know, not my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think it went a lot like that. You know, she was very, very young too. I mean, she's 27 now.
They're both still young, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And it's just they did not have those conversations. There wasn't that talk about what are we gonna do and this and that. And now it's like it's just difference of opinions. Communication's not theirs, you know. And I never ever really saw them like even in the beginning of their relationship when they were dating or anything else like that where they were like in love. Like, oh my God, they're in love. Like, look at them, they're so cute together. They give each other those looks. They like no, it was just like they were a couple.
I
Shout to
never got I never got that from them, but I do get it from Nick. Is it Nick, the younger one?
Mhm.
And Priyanka, is that her
Oh,
name?
yes. Oh, yes.
She's
Those
obsessed
2.
with him. He's obsessed. He is obsessed with her. And rightfully
Mhm.
so, because that bitch is boring.
Yes, she
But
is.
like, I don't know. So I guess we'll see what happens. Usually when divorces happen, they will say like everything's okay, and then as the divorce starts going on and people don't agree on things, stuff starts to
That's
come
when it
out.
starts coming out. Because right now the official reports coming from their camp is they are very much in love, and they very much love I mean, not in love, they very much love each other, and they wanna make this as amicable as possible.
Everybody does until the
Everybody
money starts
does.
getting
Everybody
everybody. Oh, we love each other.
It's
Anyways, let's move on now, and I want to talk about Tom Brady. Can you believe it? I'm
ooh,
talking about Tom Brady.
I can't believe I
So,
know you said Tom Brady, and I was like, "Ooh, an ESPN segment. What?"
yes, girl. Well, is it really ESPN if he doesn't play anymore?
Oh, yeah, I mean, sorta, maybe not.
Right. So Tom Brady and was recently rumored to be dating Arena Shake. I don't know, girl. But anyways, they were supposed to be dating. She's like a supermodel, and the thing is that there was rumors that there's this fellow person you may know called Bradley Cooper who may have came between the two, because there was photos posted of the two, Bradley and Irina, on vacation. They were beachside with, like, kind of being a little sexy and steamy together. And so there was just rumors that Bradley kind of had broke up the early goings of Tom and Irina. Well, now insiders are saying that her spending time with Bradley has not scared Tom off, and that she is still very much seeing him. But I don't know. This to me is just a very messy situation. I feel like, first of all, Tom Brady, I don't think he was heartbroken over this Irina girl. If she started dating Bradley Cooper, I don't think he was sad. Tom Brady is swimming in vagina.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like,
But it's not even that they're still on as a couple. They're saying that they're still on as
allegedly.
a couple. Tom Brady and Arena Shayak, they're still a couple. So, I don't know. And Bradley Cooper is her ex. So they
Yeah, it's
apparently
just
they
like
were
all
just
over. That story gives me a headache. That's why I'm like going through it. I'm like, Bradley and her dated, but then Tom and her were dating, and then there was photos of them seen together being sexy together, and then allegedly Bradley broke up with. I don't
yeah,
know,
just
girl.
that they were hanging out just because 'cause they're exes and they're still friends and
Nah.
blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
Oh,
"Yes,
listen to
yes,
Doja Cat song "Men Ain't Shit."
yes,
Period.
yes. We frequently hang out with our exes topless, and it's
No,
platonic, totally platonic. Get
We're
the fuck out of
friends.
here."
We're friends.
no, no, ma'am, no, sir. All right. So one of our last stories here, we're gonna talk about Woody Allen. So his name is surrounded in controversy. The 87-year-old recently in the past few years has been subject of sexual abuse allegations by his adopted daughter Dylan Farrow. And while the filmmaker has denied allegations and continued to make movies abroad, his reputation in the US has been scarred. During the Venice Film Festival over the long weekend, he had an interview and where he kind of went on a little tangent. So he did this film called Coup de Chance, which is premiering at the festival, and they kind of talk about these allegations come up during an interview, and he says, quote, "I feel if you're going to be canceled, this is the culture to be canceled by. I just find that all so silly. I don't think about it. I don't know what it means to be canceled. I know that over the years, everything has been the same for me. The fact that it lingers on always makes me think that maybe people like the idea that it lingers on. Maybe there's something appealing to people, but why? I make my movies. What has changed is the presentation of the films. I work and it's the same routine for me. I write the script, raise the money, make the film, shoot it, edit it, it comes out. The difference is it is not from cancel culture. The difference is the way they present the films. That's the big change. So he goes on just this huge tangent talking about cancel culture, and he doesn't even understand it. And if there was such a thing as cancel culture, that he's never been affected by it. Even though since the allegations come out, he has not had a successful hit based out of the U.S. That's why he's majority spending his time outside of the U.S. So I don't know. Do you think it's naive? Do you think it's just him? What are we thinking? Because again, these are all allegations, allegedly. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, first of all, we all knew what Woody Allen was. We know what he is, what he been, and
Alleged,
all that shit. Allegedly.
in my opinion.
Allegedly, my ass.
In my opinion, in our humble opinion.
Marry his daughter, adopted
I'm
daughter.
I mean
Yeah.
this with the most disrespect. We know what he is.
Mhm.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, no, his little tangent ain't shit. Way to throw off the topic, Woody.
Yeah, sounds good. That's why it's not a problem for you. Then why are you talking about it? If it doesn't, if you have no idea what it is and it doesn't affect you, then why are you? What's this post?
Yeah,
Cool.
he's like
Whole story, bro.
Yeah, talking about like, I don't know what cancel culture is. It doesn't affect me. I just keep on and okay, bro. That's why you're not working in the United States.
That's why you're not in America. We kicked you out of the country. We said no.
It wouldn't be a pop culture premiere if we weren't talking about and ending the show with Ye. Kanye.
I love him.
Girl, I don't know. Okay, y'all.
Okay,
You see, that's why, let's be real. That's why we went on break, because Kanye was acting real good. He was acting good, so we said, you know what, let's just take a break. And now here he is, and we're back. It was either him or Demi Lovato.
It was gonna be one of them. It was gonna be one of the motherfuckers, and it ended up being Ye. So Ye has been on his shit. Which, by the way, if you've been following all the Ye controversy, technically this is not Ye. This is his clone or whatever the fuck. That's what everyone's saying, because he disappeared and he came back looking a little different,
like, a little taller,
like a little taller, a little wider,
a little different.
Little chunky in the face, like
with someone that they call his handler now, aka his wife.
His wife, Bianca.
Was that the one that was supposed to be the Kim Kardashian lookalike?
No, that was another one.
That was a different.
Okay, because I saw this picture and I said that is not that bitch. Because Kim Kardashian has never looked that rough.
No. So apparently he was in Venice with his wife, and they were enjoying a little boat ride through Venice when Ye appeared to have his pants down, his butt cheeks exposed. Now, she was sitting in between his legs. There is a video of this rolling around out there in Xland. And you can actually see them in the act. So they're saying there was someone that was hiding the driver of the water taxi's vision from them, like one of their bodyguards or whatever, and they were getting it on in the water taxi. Apparently that's against the law. And the owners of that company have banned the two for life, from ever using this water taxi there in Venice.
Whatever.
Other water taxis that aren't even other companies that we weren't even that company are also joining suit and banning them from life as well, even though they weren't on their water taxis. And
Whatever.
there is
Cloud chasers.
they're launching a full investigation into this. This is very much a criminal act over there in Venice.
Wow.
And yeah, so way to go, girl, getting your man in all kinds of criminal
I
trouble.
love a little taxi sex.
Italian police are investigating this at the current moment.
Investigated.
And Kim Kardashian has been noted saying that she is very embarrassed, desperately embarrassed
And whatever, girl. You
by
knew she was your ass in that
by
taxi.
his boat moment. I'm like, bitch, but you got famous how?
Not her and being embarrassed. I love it.
How you embarrassed?
You're so
her?
cute, Kimmy. I love how you just flip it.
Fucking Marlene. Say Kimmy. Y'all on a first name basis, girl? You say you're so fucking
That's
cute,
my bitch.
Kimmy.
I mean, like I am. You know what I
She's
mean?
like, let me
I'm
text
on.
this bitch
I'm
real
on the way.
quick. You so funny, girl.
Girl, we gotta keep it real, y'all. It's giving Kanye's about to release an album. Because nobody has talked about him in a long time. And it's giving we were working on our album cover.
Well, he had the little MP3 players for sale, remember? And then like that kind of just like dwindled with his Donda 2 album release.
Oh yeah.
And then he went on that
Is he,
rampage.
what
and then
about all the people
disappeared.
that go to church? He's been
No Sunday services.
oh oh
He's at what church?
What church?
Where's God? Where's God?
He disappeared. He went MIA and then he showed up with a wife.
God's on a
Yeah.
break.
So where did this wife come from?
Well, she actually worked for him
hmm
with Yeezy. So
Oh, that's her.
Yeah, that's why they say she's his handler now.
yeah, she's a handler.
After his breakdown and he disappeared and shit like that, and they took away his internet access.
Is that his conservator?
He
Like
came
Britney?
back. Yeah,
Yes.
It's giving Britney.
It
it's
is.
giving Sam. Oh, speaking of, we never
How do we
touched on
not
their
talk about
divorce.
this?
Brittany and Sam,
That's
for
really-
fuckface, are getting divorced. He filed for divorce.
Wow. Not after that freaking NBA player punched her.
I know. Can you believe he is the one that filed for divorce from Britney? And he's alleging that she would abuse him. And there's alleged, oh, we know we hate that word on this podcast, but we gotta say it. Allegedly, there's like video footage from security guards and all this stuff of Britney going ape shit on him.
It's not
And-
Brittany. It's a double. It ain't even Brittany.
She would
Okay.
never. She's a country
Yeah.
girl.
No,
She-
what I'm saying is, like, Sam and TMZ be just like that. They be putting on the most to make her seem like she's the craziest. Like, I don't know. That could be any blonde with bad tracks in her hair that they'll be like, oh, look at Britney's beating him up. Okay.
I
don't believe
don't
it.
know, but Britney's writing a book, y'all.
I can't wait to read it. If it's gonna be legible, is she using crayons?
Okay, I wasn't gonna be mean, but I was about to say, how is she writing this book? Does she have a conservator?
Oh Lord.
Like, how is that happening, y'all? Because I don't. Okay, we're gonna end.
She did it again.
We're
Oops,
gonna
she
end.
did it again.
Oh, stop! Oops. What we're not about to do. Okay, what we're not about to do is get canceled for talking about Britney not being able to write a book. That's not what we're about to do. Marlene, do you think Britney Spears could actually write the book that she says she's allegedly writing?
No, she's gonna have writers like Britney Spears. No, like poor baby. Like no, who lets her post on Instagram? What's wrong with
She write-
people?
I
No, she
You
should not write a
know-
book.
Where were all those people that said hashtag free Britney? Bitch, she's free. Go help. Who's gonna help her now?
Who's gonna help her?
I would
Sam's
help
leaving
her.
her.
I would love to help her. Brittany, where you at, girl? At me.
Girl,
got
swing at me, bitch. See if I don't pop you in the face. Girl.
Queen, I got your back, Queen. I'll help you write that book.
No, really
Girl.
though.
I don't know, y'all. This is just everything's getting messy. And then like Britney, while we were gone, there was rumors that her and her mom and sister were making up, but then they had this big blowout, and now none of them are talking again.
Ooh.
I don't blame her. Fuck them.
Okay, at what
Fuck
point,
them.
y'all, when do we start saying fuck them and fuck her, then fuck her? Because it's like her daddy, the court, her mom, her sister, her husband, her everybody. At what point do we say I'm the problem? She's the problem.
She might be, but they also
yeah,
might be, because they might be some fucking selfish motherfuckers. Like, that little girl has always
manipulating.
been worth a lot. And she has
Hmm.
been since she was little in this
Little
industry.
Disney Channel.
Exactly. Those motherfuckers should have protected her, her parents and all that stuff, not been about how much money they were making off their little girl's back and
Yup,
shit. And they've been like that her whole fucking life. So
her
yeah,
whole
she
life.
probably is I would be a fucking problem
Mentally
too.
unstable.
Mm-mm.
It's
No.
not fair.
Shame on the judge who lifted the conservatorship, though.
Money talks.
She needed someone real taking care of her, watching over her, not knowing that
Yeah,
was
she doesn't
related
have
to
someone.
her, not knowing that, any of that stuff. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna use a comparison, but it's just like people that work in nursing homes. You gotta get those motherfuckers that are about their job, that
I
are
was about to say
literally there
that.
for the best interest of the person that they're taking care of.
Or just like, like a teacher is there for kids.
Mhm.
Teachers don't get paid shit, but they're there because of they
Do
genuinely
with the
believe in what
children.
they want to do and they love it. Like she need
Exactly.
why can't the court find somebody like that for Britney?
Money
Mm,
talk.
I
Money
don't know,
money.
talks.
y'all. We didn't even plan on talking about Britney, but welcome back to Pop Culture After Dark, where we're a hot mess. We're a hot
It's
mess
Britney,
is
bitch.
talking. Yeah, we're hot messes talking about all the hot messes. So,
Love it.
Marlene, thank you for being our first ever guest host on Pop Culture After Dark.
Oh, yay.
Yes, and for our listeners out there, remember Bitches Who Brunch premieres Tuesday. Where can they find you guys?
So we are going to be okay. So the first episode, we are going to go live on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. You can find us on Facebook, BS Who Brunch Podcast. You can also find us on YouTube, Bitches Who Brunch Podcast, Instagram, BS Who Brunch Podcast. Find us all on there. Our at Vonnie Smiles for myself, at the Marlene Pineda for Marlene. You can even get to us from Abel, some of Abel's posts on there. But you can catch us everywhere. Catch us outside, catch us inside. How about that? Catch us everywhere. How about that?
And
But it'll be
one
8 p.m. Central Time that we will be having that. And also all of the podcasting platforms. We are talking Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, every podcasting platform you can imagine. You can find us on there.
Go follow.
period.
Go follow.
Also, you can catch Marlene at All Good Fitness. She's our podcast network sponsor. Marlene, give the information to the listeners. Where, city, state, address, phone number. Let's go.
All right, everyone. If you're in Corpus Christi, Texas, we are located downtown on Schatzel Street and the corner of Mesquite. Definitely check us out online at www.allgoodfitnessdowntown.com. Give us a call at 361-222-GOOD. So 361-222-4663.
Period. Thank you,
Period.
Marlene, again for being here. Bonnie, feels good to be back talking about these hot messes. We are hot messes. Until next week, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.